from Don Stanhouse Field in Quoin for the sectional championship. We welcome you in here in our pregame coverage brought to you by Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies, as always. Aaron, good to be back at the ball field.
Yep. And another nice day for baseball, too. We've lucked out weather-wise for the regionals and the sectionals. Another great day here on this Saturday morning in DuQuoin. Two teams looking to clinch the sectional championship. Be the first ever for the West Frankfort Redbirds if they were able to do that today. The DuQuoin Indians, the 4 seed, the Redbirds, the 10 seed in today's matchup, Garrett.
Yeah, it's a couple of teams playing hot at the right moment.
Yep.
Frankfurt's winner 9 of their last 10. DuQuoin, a little slow out of the gates, but they've really picked it up, finished really strong in the Mississippi, only finishing behind Nashville, but they avenged that with a victory over them in the postseason. So two really good teams playing really good baseball at the moment.
Yeah, with the exception of the Harrisburg game we saw the other day, which the Indians won 9-2. They've played close ball games. They beat Carterville 6-5, and then upset top-seeded Nashville 5-4, and then once again dominated Harrisburg 9-2 in the sectional semifinal. The West Frankfort Redbirds defeating El Dorado 4-1, then beating Massac County 8-6, upsetting Vienna 16-6, and then just edged out Pinckneyville 2-1 in a very close and entertaining sectional semifinal game we saw a little earlier this week. Taking a look at some of the leaders for the DuQuoin Indians, some players to watch. Uh, in batting average, Max Zimmerman batting .340, Noah Seifert .338, and Jaden Davis at 306. Cy Kraft leads the team in on base percentage at 444, followed by Noah Seifert at 441 and Max Zimmerman at 432. Jaden DeMarie leads the team in stolen bases with 21. And then the pitching leaders for the Indians, Diedrich Melvin, 1.49, Tilden Henderson, 1.62, and Cy Kraft, 2.38. But today, Garrett, we'll be seeing Max Zimmerman as the starting pitcher for the Indians.
Yeah, Melvin and Kraft both threw a little bit against Harrisburg. I think I know for sure Kraft stayed under his count. He'd be eligible today, but they're going to go with Max Zimmerman out of the gates. We'll see what he's got. These teams have played already a couple times this year. DuQuoin winning both. A couple of good games. The game here in DuQuoin back on April 11th was a 5-3 Indian victory, and then the trip to West Frankfort, they got an 11-9 edge over the Redbirds. So two-run victories for DuQuoin thus far. It's been a couple of good games between the two. Winner's going to play Monday, and we'll keep an eye on that one
Yeah,
between as they'll play the winner of St. Anthony and Teutopolis. That'll be Monday at SIU in the Super Sectional. But you got to worry about the task at hand,
yeah,
the Indians and Redbirds, and get to some keys to the game. And I think for Frankfurt, and in particular Chase Patterson, just throw some strikes, give your team a shot, and be around the zone, and uh, don't give them free passes. Try to throw strikes, get some balls, some weak contact on the infield, and some lazy fly balls, and you'll be all right.
yeah, absolutely. And you come on this late in the season. Obviously, every game is a must-win, so just got to find a way to put the bat to the ball and win the ball game. DuQuoin Indians want to go ahead and do the starting lineups. They are brought to you by Sam C. Mitchell and Associates. I'll go ahead and start with the Indians today. At third base, batting first, number 10, Cy Kraft. At shortstop, batting second, number 6, Jaden DeMarie. The starting pitcher for the Indians will be number 7, Max Zimmerman. He's batting third. Batting fourth will be Luke Bowman, the catcher, number 20. Number 24, batting fifth, Noah Seifert. In left field, the DH will be number 22, Tilden Henderson, batting sixth. In right field and batting seventh, it'll be Jaden Anders. Center field, number 1, Jaden Davis. At second base, number 12, Diedrich Melvin. And rounding out the lineup at first base, number 25, Max Maynor.
Yeah, so Manor will be in the field. He'll be who's going to be hit for by Henderson. So there's your starting 9+1 for DuQuoin. For your West Frankfort Redbirds, leading off in right field today will be number 12, Jace Bennett, followed by the second baseman, number 13, Kanan Shoup. And then it's Chris Samples at short. He's wearing number 8 today. Batting fourth will be the starting pitcher, number 16, Chase Patterson. Then at third base, number 11, Eric Duncan. Behind the plate, number 15, Will Scales, in the bottom third of the order, goes first baseman Ethan Odom, who dons number 5 on the back of his uniform. Then left fielder number 7, Parker Allen, and center fielder number 3, Cam Joyner.
Let's talk a little bit about West Frankfort's pitching thus far in this postseason. We saw Chris Samples on the mound for the Redbirds last time up, and today we're seeing Chase Patterson, which typically throws a little bit harder, one of the higher velocity pitchers for the Redbirds. But just saw, speaking of Chris Samples, he had a little bit of an injury in practice. I saw him outside earlier today, and he said he's completely good to go, feeling fine today. So he'll be in the field today
Yeah, I
for the
mean, if you
Redbirds.
wouldn't have brought it up, I don't think anyone would have noticed it.
Right.
That's the type of player he is. He's going to bear down and fight
Hmm.
through whatever. And good that it's minor and that he's going to be able to avoid anything with that having some effects on him. But
Right.
you mentioned pitching. I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
And Frankfort beat Massac County back in their second game. It was that regional semifinal down in Metropolis. And you mentioned Samples. He's been their best all season long. Patterson really showed up in that regional championship game.
Oh yeah.
But Chris Samples isn't even, he's probably not even going to be able to throw that second game if Ethan Odom doesn't pitch like he does against El Dorado. I mean, he's been the unsung guy right now
Yeah.
in the three-headed uh, uh, pitching staff that they're using to open ball games. And look at Jace Bennett, what he did to close out against Pinckneyville for Frankfort to even be in this spot. So
Right.
yeah, you got the big names in there, Samples and Patterson, but without Odom and Bennett, those two contributions
Yeah.
on the mound, I don't think Frankfurt's playing today.
Yeah. And Jace Bennett, we talked about him as well. He's the one that was able to close out the game for the Redbirds against Pinckneyville. And man, it was a close one, but they were able to just edge off Pinckneyville 2-1 in that game, and a great job by both Samples and Bennett. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break for the starting lineups to be announced here at the field, along with the national anthem. We will have the sectional final game coming your way right after this break.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Weeks Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Weeks Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
Hi, this is West Frankfort Mayor Tim Argue, inviting you to visit and experience our small community nestled in the heart of Southern Illinois. Located just off I-57, West Frankfort offers some of the most unique dining and shopping options in the region, along with a rich history of coal mining and more. Come visit our 2 museums, the Frankfort Community Park, or come downtown for a taste of what we have to offer. The City of West Frankfort, a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
People's National Bank has been serving the communities of Southern Illinois for over a century. We believe that great customer service, along with a wide variety of products, will meet all of your banking needs. We offer commercial lending, treasury management, personal loans, free checking, and more. Come in and check us out today. People's National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
We are ready for some baseball from Don Stanhouse Field in Quoin. It's the West Frankfort Redbirds and the Quoin Indians matching up for the sectional championship in Class 2A here on this Saturday morning. It will take us into the afternoon. Winner gets either to Topless or St. Anthony on Monday at SIU. Chase Patterson gets the baseball to start, Aaron.
Yeah, and like we mentioned in the pregame, Chase Patterson, one of the top few pitchers for the West Frankfort Redbirds, and he's going to get the start on the bump today for the Redbirds against the Indians in the sectional championship. The second game the Redbirds have played here in the postseason at Quoin, again after knocking off the Pinckneyville Panthers 2-1 to advance to today's game. Chase Patterson did throw, as you mentioned, Garrett, a little bit earlier here in the postseason. Had a
1 week ago today.
Yeah, exactly. Had a good outing there, and hopefully he can keep up that today, throw some strikes, and get the Redbirds to their first ever sectional championship.
Yeah, I mean, he helped clinch the regional title. You might as well let him go out there and try to clinch the sectional championship. That's the way it's mapped out.
Absolutely.
For West Frankfort, and long way before this one gets wrapped up by either side. But before we get going, credit to both teams for really fighting through some hardships in the season. Quoin was a little down to start their year. They got it going. Frankfort was really down in the tank, and they've come up with a second life here. Had probably the most impressive season in the storied program's history.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. I mean, this postseason, really all around in 2A has been amazing so far. When it comes to the games that we've seen, I mean, we've seen a lot of upsets, a ton of upsets so far this postseason, and you got a 10 seed and a 4 seed playing in the sectional championship game. So that's just a good representation of how well the 2A playoffs have been so far this postseason. So yeah, it's going to be a good game hopefully today, Garrett, and we'll see how it goes.
And Frankfort, man, that really got beat up because of their schedule.
Right.
Strength of schedule. DuQuoin played a tough one. The Mississippi, the river to river represented all four teams over here in DuQuoin in
Uh-huh.
this sectional. Three of the four were Mississippi teams: Pinckneyville, Frankfort, and DuQuoin. Just goes to show you it's the best conference in Southern Illinois in baseball,
Right.
hands down. The
Yeah.
Ohio and the Mississippi. Mississippi really had a good season this year. DuQuoin 21-14, Frankfort 11-15. One pitch in, we're underway. It's fouled off to the right side. First pitch comes in at 10:58.
Sycraft to lead things off for the DuQuoin Indians. He's playing third base today.
He'll be followed by DeMarie and Zimmerman. It's 1, 2, and 3 in DuQuoin's lineup. Slap down the right field line. That's going to hook out of play out near the Frankfort bullpen.
Good to get in a quick 0-2 count if you're Chase Patterson here on the first batter. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Patterson. It'll be a little bit outside. 1-2.
It's a good waste pitch on 0-2. You don't have to stay around the plate. You can throw something off it, see if you can get Kraft to go after it. He swung at the first two, see if he'll swing the third. He takes it. Good take there. It's still a pitcher's count. Strike three called. Kraft goes down looking for out number one.
So you can't ask any better than that for Chase Patterson for a start. A strikeout, and now it'll be Jaden DeMarie, the shortstop, to the plate for the Indians.
Yeah, so the left side of the infield representing 1 and 2 in DuQuoin's lineup. It's Kraft who went down looking, and here's DeMarie. Takes outside, ball one.
Redbirds once again managing to be the home team in today's contest. So
Won the coin flip.
yeah, there's a called strike. Yeah, the Redbirds finding themselves on the lucky side of the coin so far this postseason, at least in the sectionals. 1-1 delivery from Patterson.
Just outside. 2-1. Two balls, one strike to DeMarie, the next. That's going to miss down, and it's a 3-1 count. Patterson falling behind to DuQuoin's two-hitter.
One out, nobody on for the Indians. Here's the 3-1 delivery from Patterson.
And that's ball four. Zimmerman will step in next.
Zimmerman, the starting pitcher today for the Indians. And he'll get to work with DuQuoin's first base runner.
Decent lead for DeMarie at first base. Bounces in, they'll throw behind the runner. And DeMarie sneaks the hand in the back of the bag.
Good eye by Will Scales there behind the plate.
Well, DeMarie wanted a little extra step, not expecting Scales to be able to just backpick that baseball, but he did, and fired down to first base. But DeMarie quickly back to the base. He remains there. 1-0 the count.
Yep.
Now they'll check over on DeMarie. He's in easily. One and 0. Patterson needing a strike after losing DeMarie. That followed a first batter strikeout. Runner takes off, throw is through, and he's going to be out at second base if he held the ball, and he did. 2 away in the top of the first. DeMarie is caught on a fire down from Will Scales.
Magnificent job behind the plate so far for Will Scales. He nearly got him at first, but they get him at second base, so it'll be now 2 outs on the Quoin Indians.
And that slide step from Patterson, he got the ball to the plate so quickly to give Scales a shot.
Yep.
Throw wasn't perfect, but it didn't have to be. He just had to get it down there.
1-1 count now. Here's the delivery.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Frankfort didn't like that call. 2-1 now on Zimmerman.
I think home plate umpire might have been fooled a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Fouled back off the mask. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, a strikeout, and then a walk, but DeMarie was erased on the base pass, attempting to steal second base. You'd love a quick, scoreless top of the frame to give your bats a chance to score first. The next from Patterson. Swing and grounded to third. There's Eric Duncan. Fields on a couple of hops, fires to first. High throw at him, comes back down on the base for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the first, scoreless in the sectional championship on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC. Right on the price, right off I-57.
Back for the bottom of the first, Frankfort will have Jace Bennett, Kanan Shoup, and Chris Samples, 1, 2, and 3, in a scoreless game. Patterson missed a couple of his spots, but was helped out with a quick delivery, and Will Scales nabbing the runner trying for second. So not by definition 1, 2, 3, but the first 3 batters are sat down, and you have a chance to strike first. Always a good feeling when you throw up a quick 0.
Yeah, no matter how you get the 0, that's all that matters is the 0 on the board. So the Redbirds make their way into the bottom of the first, and what has been a quite consistent lineup for the Redbirds this postseason. Bennett, Shoup, Samples leading off for the Redbirds. Only change, I guess, is in the field a little bit with Bennett and right today instead of at second.
Yep, so Bennett going from second to right. Shoup will move over to second, Samples to short, and that makes Patty, today's starting pitcher, put up that early 0. The rest remains unchanged. We'll see what Max Zimmerman can do to start for Quoin, and we'll see their approach on the mound, how long they stick with Max. I'm sure if he has a quick start, looks good, they'll ride him. But I'd have to think for Quoin, all hands are on deck today. They'd like to save some guys, but they are not going to be hesitant to go to guys if they need to.
Yeah, as we talked about in the pregame, Gareth, you've got some arms that are going to be ready for the Indians should they need them today. So it'll be Jace Bennett to lead off for the West Frankfort Redbirds. And here's the delivery.
First pitch outside, ball 1.
Good take from Jace Bennett.
They hit on the chalk line in the right-handed batter's box. This one's called strike 1 as Bennett showed bunt, pulled back. Bennett batting from the left side. We've seen him hit the cover off the baseball here in the postseason.
Yeah, he has been outstanding this postseason, as that'll be a second called strike on the outside. Yeah, he's been outstanding this postseason, and man, he really had a great game against Massac County.
1 and 2, and Bennett takes up and away.
That's a good take based off the other calls he's made so far on this count. 2-2 count now on Jace Bennett.
Next pitch, fouled back to the screen to the left side. Bennett fights it off, lives to see another day. Two balls, 2 strikes remains the count to Frankfort's leadoff hitter in the bottom of the first. Zimmerman to the plate. Swing and slap to the left, fouled off again. Over near Quoin's dugout.
Bennett protecting in this 2-2 count.
Anything close here is going to go the way of the pitcher. Hate to watch strike three, so you got to protect.
Yep. Here's the 2-2 delivery.
Down in the dirt.
Full count now on Jace Bennett.
So Bennett, again, you're fine with the result regardless. He's worked a good count
Yeah.
on Zimmerman. The 3-2. Slapped over the top of the shortstop's head. That's going to drop in. Base hit for Jace Bennett to lead off the bottom of the first. Another impressive at bat from Frankfort's leadoff man.
So the Redbirds have their first base runner of the game and Jace Bennett, and it comes by way of a hit. So it'll be up to Kanan Shoup now for the Redbirds as they take a quick timeout to get the ball back in.
Man, Jace Bennett has turned it on.
Oh, yeah.
Down the stretch.
He has been one of the.
He's been their top offensive player in the
Yeah.
postseason, and it hasn't been close.
No, he's definitely been the most valuable offensive player for the Redbirds this postseason.
Looked like DeMarie kind of slipped going back on that ball from short. So I'm not sure. I know we got a little meeting between Coach Smith and Kanan Shoup, and then the diving attempt from Seifert, he came
Yeah.
up short. So a lot of moving parts, a lot
Yeah,
of
there was.
bodies flying to the turf and to the grass. So make sure everyone's all good.
Over there along the left field line. Looks like he's be okay.
Yeah, that is Seifert. So I guess
Yeah.
that's what it was. He came up hobbling after an effort, a good effort, but he just he couldn't get to that sinking blooper that was dropping fairly quickly.
So Kanan Shoup to the plate now for the West Frankfort Redbirds with an early base runner. Shoup looking to put a little postseason power here in the sectional final, and that'll be ball number 1 on the inside corner.
Bennett leads from first. Zimmerman comes to the plate, and that should be a called strike, and it is a ball and a strike to Shoup.
And it gets a lead from first base, and he's going to check the runner back in safely. 1-1 count remains on Kanan Shoup. Here's the delivery from Zimmerman.
Takes the off speed, and it floats over the heart of the zone, 1-2. Good pitch from Zimmerman there to get ahead in the count. Check on Bennett. He's in easily. Zimmerman ahead of his man, a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and fouled off to the right side.
And a 1-2 count. Likely going to call anything close, so wise option for Shoup to protect in this count. Then it gets another lead from first. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Zimmerman.
That just missed.
Good eye from Shoup there.
Two and two the count. The next. Swinging off the handle. That's on the infield. It's going to be an easy put away by the shortstop. That's DeMarie for out number 1. Bennett remains at first, and Chris Samples will dig in for the first time. Redbird starting shortstop today.
Mentioned it in the game against Pinckneyville.
Easy stolen base for Jace Bennett, as Bowman had a hard time getting it out of the glove. It was going to be a bang-bang play with a clean catch and throw. So Bennett steals second. He's down there with 1 away, and Samples has a chance to drive in the game's first run.
Yeah, and we mentioned against the game against Pinckneyville that, working to get some runs early in the game is one of the best times to get some runs, do some damage early, and hopefully give the Quoin Indians some pressure on the mound.
Zimmerman will step off. Checking the runner. Now he's ready to go. Samples in a 1-0 count. To the plate. Swing and a miss from Samples. A ball and a strike. Frankfort starting pitcher, Chase Patterson, waiting in the on-deck circle.
1-1 count on Chris Samples. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Zimmerman. That'll be a called strike 2. So 1-2 count now on Chris Samples. Bennett remaining at second. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Here's the delivery. That's outside. 2-2 now on Chris Samples.
A nice effort from Bowman to keep that one in front of him, or else Bennett would have had third base easily. Something in play here from Samples would be nice.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and foul back to the screen.
Just barely got a piece of that one to foul it back. 2-2 count remains on Chris Samples. Zimmerman gets set, and here's the delivery.
Let it go. Bennett reads it. He's going for third. Throw down, and he's out at third base. A very fortunate kick is a hit off the umpire after that ball got past the catcher, and it stayed fairly close to Bowman, and he fires to third for out number 2.
So Samples with a full count now, and now with 2 outs after Bennett's tagged out at third. Here's the full count delivery to Samples. That'll be down in the dirt. It's a walk.
Ball 4 to Samples and Chase Patterson will bat.
So
a big play from Bowman. And slapped into the gap. That's going to roll to the fence. We'll see if they're going to send the runner. They're going to hold him at third. Second and third for West Frankfort on a double into the right center gap for Patterson. And now it's Eric Duncan with 2 outs.
So it's unfortunate, obviously, you lost the lead runner in Jace Bennett there, but now the Redbirds with runners on second and third, and a big spot for Eric Duncan. A hit could drive in 2 here for the Redbirds, and there's going to be a pinch runner out at second base. That's Hendricks Woods.
And he'll be courtesy running for the Frankfort pitcher. And Eric Duncan, the senior, with a nice opportunity here. Duncan takes strike 1. Oh and 1 to the Redbird third baseman. 1-1. This one missed down and outside.
Woods at second. Samples at third for the Redbirds, and a 1-1 count on Eric Duncan. Zimmerman steps off. And here comes the 1-1 delivery.
Grounded to short. Fielded there. And dug out at first. Put out, it's DeMarie over to Maynard. We head to the second in a scoreless game on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
Welcome back to Redbirds Live, and that is a quick out number one for the Quoin Indians as we get back here. That was a blooper out to second base from Luke Bowman for the Indians, so that'll be out number one as we welcome you back here now in the top of the second inning. Garrett, there's some activity on the base pads on both sides in the first inning, but neither side able to put up that first run.
Up above the head of Seifert. Seifert out in left field. A little shaken up on that diving effort, but good to see Seifert's all right.
Close ball two there. 2-0 count now.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Weird angle for us. Must have just been a little bit off the plate to the right-handed hitter. Smacked out to left, going back, and it's on a line right into the glove of Parker Allen. Hit it right at his man, or else that would have been a gapper.
Yeah.
Good hard hit ball. Just got to live with the result. Tough break for Seifert, and here's Tilton Henderson, the designated hitter.
So quick 2 outs on the Indians here to start the top of the second on a grounder out to Shoop at second, and then a fly ball right to the glove of Allen in left.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy play for Shoop either because that bounced super close to the plate, and it was a high hopper, almost like a pop-up that you got to field and then still throw to first base.
Yeah.
So 2 down. Counts 1-0 to Henderson. And he smacks one back to the screen. Even count, 1-1. Henderson looks to have a 2-out rally for his squad.
Henderson batting DH today. That's a good pitch, but just a little outside. 2-1 count now on Henderson.
Yeah, that's a good spot though. I'm fine with living there because if he had 2 strikes, that's a pitch that he's going to have to swing at. And
right.
If Chase Patterson can stick around there, he'll be in great shape.
That ball's fouled away into parking lot. 2-2 count now on Tilden Henderson.
So we're 2 outs, nobody on, 2 strikes. No reason to fool around and run it full. Go right after him. See if you can get a punch out or some weak contact. Swing and a miss. Henderson goes down. Patterson threw one over the heart. Off speed, had him out in front. We're into the bottom of the second. 0-0 on Redbirds Live.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Hi, this is West Frankfort Mayor Tim Argue, inviting you to visit and experience our small community nestled in the heart of Southern Illinois. Located just off I-57, West Frankfort offers some of the most unique dining and shopping options in the region, along with a rich history of coal mining and more. Come visit our 2 museums, the Frankfort Community Park, or come downtown for a taste of what we have to offer. The City of West Frankfort, a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Be 6, 7, and 8 for West Frankfort. That's Will Scales. And then Ethan Odom and Parker Allen. Scales takes the first pitch in. He's ahead 1-0. Frankfort's starting catcher.
Yeah, and he's been very good uh, behind the plate today for the Redbirds as he takes the ball too low. Able to gun a runner and get an out in the first inning. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That'll be a called strike, 2-1 on Scales.
Two balls and a strike.
Good spot there from Max Zimmerman. 2-2 count now on Will Scales.
Got to protect here. Little weak chopper right back to Zimmerman. He fires to first. Low throw, but it's out number 1.
So it'll be up to Ethan Odom now to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Still remains a scoreless game.
Little dribbler over the pitcher's mound. This is a tough play. Fielded on a high hop. Throw to first, and Odom's out.
Nice play.
DeMarie coming in on it.
Yep.
Gets it on the high hop and fires out Odom at first. 2 away for Parker Allen.
2 quick outs in the bottom of the second inning. Here is Zimmerman's delivery to Parker Allen. That'll be a called strike.
Yeah, that one's just off. That's not a. I mean, that's a good take. That's not a strike. So, a good pitch from Zimmerman, but he got the call. I guess that's a makeup because that was more of a strike than the first one. So
Yeah. 1-1
counts.
1-1 count now on Allen. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed.
Good one from Zimmerman. He's got him behind the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Zimmerman gets set. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Inside. 2-2 now on Allen. 2-2 delivery. Swung
Another chopper over the pitcher's
Yeah.
mound. DeMarie fires to first off the bag, but the tag is made by Maynor. We're heading to the third. We're still scoreless from Don Stanhouse Field in Quoin on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Welcome back to Redbirds Live as we make our way to the top of the third inning, and there was 3 bloopers on the infield that led to 3 quick outs for the West Frankfort Redbirds. Pretty much very similar hits for the Redbirds that led to 3 quick outs in the bottom of the second. Patterson gets set to fire off, and that'll be ball number 1 on Jaden Anders.
Anders, then Davis, and Melvin. 7, 8, 9 in the Quoin starting lineup. Swinging a chopper to third. Duncan coming in. Picks, fires to first. Nice play from Eric Duncan. 1 away.
Really nice play there.
Had to get that on an odd short hop and was able to pick and fire for the first out.
Jaden Davis to the plate now for the Indians, playing in center today. Diedrich Melvin will round out the lineup. He's in the box.
Little ahead of yourself there, Mr. Price. This is Jaden Davis.
Oh.
2-0 the count to Davis. But we'll get to Mr. Melvin in a few moments, hopefully with 2 outs and nobody on base.
Hopefully. 2-0 count now. Here's the delivery from Patterson. That's outside. Ball 3 on Davis.
Should be in take mode here, you would think. He is, and it's strike 1. Yeah, good pitch from Patterson to get back in the count. He's just got to throw another one and try to make Davis come after him.
Ooh.
That's going to get past Duncan and roll into the outfield. He's going to get to it quickly. Davis will be held at first base. So sharp hit ball to the hot corner.
Yeah, that was
One out base hit.
Duncan almost had that, but
yeah, it's a tough play.
Yeah, it was.
But you'd rather see that than a free pass. So
right. So now it will be Diedrich Melvin to round out the order for the Indians.
After Davis earns his way on base. Outside, ball 1. Patterson will check on the runner.
There'll be time called on the field now as it looks like Davis might have.
He tweaked something
Yeah.
going into that bag, and he's immediately walking off the field. Very frustrated, obviously. Doesn't like that in such a big moment he has to come out, but basically told his first base coach, "Hey, yeah, something's off. I can't do it right now." And we'll go to I think that's Jonathan Brown.
Yeah, Jonathan Brown will be running now at first base for Davis. Yeah, you could tell immediately after that something was up.
Well, the beauty of it is, I mean, they can work on him a little bit, and if he is able to give it a go, he can. You can re-enter one time. So I'm sure they'll be messing with Jaden Davis to see how he's responding to a little bit of treatment. But Jonathan Brown will run right now. Fouled off. Ball and a strike to Diedrich Melvin.
One out remaining for the Indians here in the third inning of work. And Patterson gets set. Here is the 1-1 delivery. Outside. 2-1 now on Melvin. Runner gets a lead from first, and here comes he's going to throw back and check the runner.
Brown didn't have a huge lead, so
No.
got back really easily that time.
2-1 pitch is ball 3, a little bit low. 3-1 now on Diedrich Melvin.
A big spot here. You don't want to lose Melvin and go back to the top of the lineup. Swing and grounded to Duncan. Fires to second for one. On to first. Double play. 5-4-3 double play. We head to the bottom of the third in a scoreless game on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
People's National Bank has been serving the communities of Southern Illinois for over a century. We believe that great customer service, along with a wide variety of products, will meet all of your banking needs. We offer commercial lending, treasury management, personal loans, free checking, and more. Come in and check us out today. People's National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Redbirds Live. We're now in the third inning, bottom of the third, and it'll be the 9-hitter Cam Joyner to lead off for the West Frankfort Redbirds. Scoreless game as we make our way here into the bottom of the third, and Redbirds were able to pull off a double play to send it to the bottom of the frame.
A lot of activity to Eric Duncan last frame.
Yeah.
3 balls over his direction. Able to take care of the 2 that he should have. The hard hit ball got away, but he's able to erase that on that double play.
0-1 count on Cam Joyner. That ball's high. 1-1 count. First pitch was right down the middle. That one a little bit too tall. 1-1 delivery. That nearly gets Joyner.
And we'll get real quick to our kids corral. A live scoreboard. Winner of this takes on either T-Town or Effingham St. Anthony. 2-1 in the top of the 7th. The lead for St. Anthony at the moment. T-Town at the plate with a runner on and nobody out. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll get you a final when it's posted. That game got going at 10 a.m. and they are cruising through that one.
3-1 count on Cam Joyner. That will be ball 4. And he gets a free trot now to first base as we'll flip the order. Now Jace Bennett to the plate for the Redbirds.
It's a good guy to have on base.
Yeah.
Just got to be smart.
Good guy to have at the plate with a man on base, too.
Bennett, one of Frankfort's 2 hits. A single out to left field. That joins with Patterson's rip out to right center. That went for extra bases. Strike 1, outer black to the left-handed hitter. That is a place to live if you're Max Zimmerman. That is a perfectly placed fastball. Joyner in.
Zimmerman keeping Joyner and his speed over there at first. Honest still has a good lead from first. Here's the 0-1 delivery from Zimmerman. That's a bit outside.
Yeah, good.
1-1.
I mean, I like the decision for Quoin to try to live out there. You're getting that outer black. Might as well see how far you can go out. Doesn't get that one, though. Ball on a strike. Bennett shows bunt. He gets it down. It's going to be fielded by Zimmerman, and safe at first is Bennett. First and second with nobody out. Bennett's 2 for 2.
Yeah, what a bunt from Jace Bennett. And, you know, you have the speed in Cam Joyner. He's easily got second on that play. And Bennett able to get there on time. So it'll be 2 men on now for Kane and Shoup, runners at first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, you would have been fine with the sacrifice bunt there, but Bennett reaching is the cherry on top of it. Joyner at second, Bennett at first, nobody down, bottom of 3. Shoup swing and a miss on the off speed, 0-1.
Good chance here early for Redbirds to get on board here in the third inning. 0-1 count now on Kane and Shoup. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That's a little inside and low. 1-1 now. Joyner at second. Bennett at first. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. And throws it back to second. That was nowhere close. So 1-2 count now on Shoup.
Yeah, weird spot there to throw down. Joyner wasn't that far off the base, and he was actually back to second. That ball would have squirted away at all. You know Cam was going to move up 90 feet. He was ready to go. Ball and 2 strikes. Zimmerman to Shoup. Big pitch for him. Inside. Shoup had to back off the plate. 2-2.
Good take. So here is the 2-2 delivery to Shoup. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit into center field. And
it's misplayed by Brown. It's past him. 1 run's in. Here comes Bennett to third. He's going to be stopped there. Shoup's into second base. Still nobody out, and Frankfort's on the board first.
Kane and Shoup with a big hit out in the center field that is misplayed that plates West Frankfort's first run. It's a 1-0 lead for the Redbirds here in the bottom of the third, and they still have a man on second and third with no outs for Chris Samples. And there's going to be a meeting out at the mound now.
Brown just came up. It looked like he was going to try to fire and get it in quickly, as you would you try to do, and you got to get the baseball first, and it trickled past him, and he's the one that came in to replace Jaden Davis, who got a little shaken up diving into first base on a pickoff attempt. He had to exit the game. So unfortunate for Quoin not having their regular everyday center fielder out there, because he would have came up ready to go. Sample swings and miss. Had a pitch way up, trying to hit one over towards the softball diamond.
Yeah.
Out to left.
I mean, you got no outs. Don't have to work too hard here. Just keep it simple. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's going to be inside. 1-1 count now on Chris Samples.
So Shoup with a base hit. He moves up to second on the fielding error, which allows a run to cross, or else it would have just been station to station.
Yeah.
Grounded to third, and Bennett never committed to home. Bennett is caught in between third and home, and he's finally going to be tagged out. If he would have just committed to the plate, Quoin was going to concede the run. Bennett would have been safe, as Kraft was just going to take the first out. But credit to the trail runners, they get back to where they were. So second and third with 1 down, and it's Chase Patterson who will bat. So it could have been worse.
Yeah.
At least you got your other runners back to where you just were. But man, you'd rather had you would have had a guy at least second and a run across, possibly a runner moving up to third. But you got an opportunity for Chase Patterson here. 1-0 Redbirds in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, very good job on the base pass there for the Redbirds. That'll be a blooper hit out to second base.
He's coming home, and he threw it away. Run's coming home. It's first and third. Patterson's moving up to second. It's 2-0 West Frankfort. Mistake coming to the plate. Melvin wasn't going to have him with a good throw, but he threw it to the backstop. 2-0 West Frankfort, and they're back at second and third.
Man, that was, that throw definitely was a bad throw that got past the catcher, Luke Bowman. So Frankfort with a 2-0 lead now.
Infield drawn into the grass.
Yeah, and still 2 men on with 1 out as Patterson was able to advance to second on that. Here's the delivery.
Duncan's popped up. That'll be in fair ground. It's going to drop. Bases are loaded for Frankfort. Oh, my goodness.
So a trio of mistakes for the DuQuoin Indians. And now the bases are loaded for the Redbirds, and they're going to take a timeout with a meeting on the mound. Still a 2-0 lead and one out.
And Frankfort's getting loud here, Aaron. Their crowd's
They
really
are
showed up today. DuQuoin at home, they always bring a good crowd, but credit to Frankfort for getting up and traveling today.
Looks like they're going to make a pitching move here, pitching change. It'll be Cy Kraft now pitching for the DuQuoin Indians. And we mentioned, Garrett, in the pregame show that DuQuoin was likely going to do all they can to save as much pitching as possible. But in a spot like this with the bases loaded and a 2-0 game, probably a wise decision to make a change.
You feel for Max Zimmerman because he did his job. I mean, he got a couple of weak hit balls that should have been outs.
Yeah.
DuQuoin should be out of the inning. And just one out. Cy Kraft's going to come to the bump. This People's National Bank pitching change. We'll take a quick breather. Frankfort up 2-0 in the bottom of the third in the sectional championship on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
Welcome back to Redbirds Live. The West Frankfort Redbirds on fire here so far in the third inning. They've got the bases loaded. They've plated 2 runs on 3 mistakes from the Indians. There was a passed ball at the plate, a mistake in center field that allowed the runners to advance, and West Frankfort keeps piling it on here so far in the third inning.
I think he tripped over first base.
Yeah.
It kind of threw him off for a split second, and he couldn't catch it. Cy Kraft. Scales takes strike 1 with the bases loaded.
Still just 1 out for the West Frankfort Redbirds. Anything to the outfield would be nice here. 0-1 delivery. Outside. 1-1 now on Will Scales. Chris Samples at third. Chase Patterson at second. And Eric Duncan at first for the Redbirds. Here's the 1-1 delivery. It's a little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Scales.
Good hitters count. Be ready to swing because you're not going to see a better strike here than when you do with 2 strikes. So be ready. Scales chopped it foul. 2-2 the count.
Protect now. Cy Kraft is
him and Kraft and Melvin have been a great 1-2 punch for DuQuoin all year. They go to Kraft here in a sticky spot. Up high.
So the count will run full for Will Scales. Bases loaded, still just 1 out. You don't want to, definitely don't want to walk a runner in. There's nowhere to put Will Scales. Big pitch here. Here's the delivery.
Outside, ball 4, and it's 3-0 West Frankfort.
So Cy Kraft takes over on the mound, and
it's tough to come in first batter, and you already got
you got a lot to deal with.
The sacks full, so
yeah.
But he's going to settle in. He's a stud, so he's just got to weather the storm in this frame, and DuQuoin's going to have plenty of opportunities to get it back. It's just they can't have a real big crooked number here. 3 or 4, and you feel okay about it if you're the Indians. Don't want anything up past that.
No. Ethan Odom to the plate now, as there will be a courtesy runner at third base. That's Hendricks Woods running for Chase Patterson, the pitcher. Three runs in for the Redbirds. Here's the delivery to Ethan Odom. That's a tad inside. 1-0 count now on Odom.
And it's funny, you feel like in this spot, you feel like you get squeezed as a pitcher. You feel like that zone shrinks.
Another one inside, nearly the same spot there, just a little bit higher. 2 balls now on Odom. Bases loaded still for the Redbirds. Just one out. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Swung on and missed. 2-1.
It's a good pitch. Good comeback pitch from Kraft. He needed it, and he got it in a big moment. Parker Allen would be next. The next on the way is fouled back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In a 3-0 Frankfort lead in the bottom of the third. Redbirds have the bases loaded. They've played it all 3 runs here in this frame, and Quoin has helped their cause. Some fielding miscues. Strike 3, Odom takes it. That one floated over the heart of the plate, and he could not pull the trigger. 2 down for Parker Allen. Good comeback from Kraft after falling behind 2-0.
You know, they've already allowed 3 runs, but the Indians would love to get out of this inning, like you mentioned, Garrett.
You just got to weather the storm. I mean, you're going to
Yeah.
have plenty of chances. Let's see what Parker Allen can do here.
Lays off the first pitch. That'll be ball 1 with Cam Joyner on deck. Should it extend to him? Here's the delivery. That's a ball hit out to right, but that'll be foul.
Man, that would have been nice.
That would have been nice.
Foul by 15 feet or so.
1-1 count now on Allen.
Bases remain loaded. Woods running at third.
That one's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Allen.
Duncan at second. And that's Reynolds at first. 2-1 to Parker Allen. Kraft's next. Swinging popped up out to shallow right. Coming in, putting it away is the right fielder Anders. We head to the fourth. West Frankfort up 3-0 on Quoin in this sectional title game on Redbirds Live.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
Hi, this is West Frankfort Mayor Tim Arview, inviting you to visit and experience our small community nestled in the heart of Southern Illinois. Located just off I-57, West Frankfort offers some of the most unique dining and shopping options in the region, along with a rich history of coal mining and more. Come visit our 2 museums, the Frankfort Community Park, or come downtown for a taste of what we have to offer. The City of West Frankfort, a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
Big opportunity for Quoin to answer right back. They got the top of their lineup. That's Kraft, DeMarie, and Zimmerman. In the top of the fourth. Off speed, floats in for strike 1. Nice pitch.
Absolutely.
To get the frame going.
Great pitch from Chase Patterson to start things off here in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That's too tall. 1-1. Cy Kraft now at the plate and on the mound for the Indians.
Foul back to the screen. A ball and 2 strikes to Kraft.
Kraft was able to get the Indians out of a jam, but did walk 1 additional run in. Making it a 3-0 game now. Here's the 1-0 delivery to Kraft. Ball's outside. 2-2 count now on Kraft.
Big pitch here. You don't want to run it full. Patterson's next. Strike 3. Down goes Kraft looking. He's went down looking twice in the ball game. He didn't like it. That's a tough pitch to take. But it seems like that's been out there on the black all day long.
Yeah, it's been consistent call through the game, and now it'll be up to Jaden DeMarie hitting second today for the Indians. Here's Patterson's delivery. Swung on, and that will be fouled. Off to the right. 0-1 count now. One delivery now.
Swing and grounded to the left side. That's a base hit. Good clean hit from DeMarie out to left field.
So now it'll bring up the starting pitcher for the Indians, Max Zimmerman.
Yeah, he's now moved to in the field because he's been removed from the mound after his defense failed to back him up in that last frame.
1 out, man on first. Here's the pitch. That'll be a little bit outside. 1-0 count. DeMarie gets a lead from first, and Patty checks on the runner. He's back in there safe.
Yeah, DeMarie was gunned down going for second base in the first. So DeMarie's reached twice. He's walked and singled. That one's a little inside. 2-0 the count. Bowman would be next.
2-0 count. Here is the delivery from Patterson. That's down in the dirt. That gets past Scales, and it'll be a free base for DeMarie. That ball was spiked down at the plate, and now it's 3-0 count on Max Zimmerman. Don't want to fall behind here. Indians want to gain those 3 runs back.
And it starts with 1, and that guy's in scoring position.
Patterson steps off. DeMarie with the lead at second base. Patterson looks back, and here's the delivery. That'll be ball 4. So 2 men on now for the Quoin Indians. Now up to the catcher, Luke Bowman. Scales is going to take a minute, talk to Patterson.
So a good chance for Quoin to get some runs right back.
Yeah. Three runs is great, but you're not seeing the big consecutive runs that obviously the Redbirds put up against Vienna. It's a completely different ball game. Got to hold them here. Here's the first pitch. It's outside and low. 1-0 count.
Patterson's just got to find his release point because he's had issues in the past with locating, and he's behind 1-0. That's a strike.
1-1 count now on Luke Bowman. Noah Seifert on deck. Two men on for the Indians. 1-1 with 1 out. Patterson throws back to Kanan Shoup, but he'll be in there safely. Pickoff plays to second. Always a dangerous move. That ball gets past. Your runner's up 90 feet to third.
Popped up. That's going to be an infield fly. It doesn't even have to be caught. Shoup will go ahead and put it away anyways. A big out on Bowman, who pops out to the second baseman. 2 down for Noah Seifert.
2 outs, huge for the Redbirds. Seifert playing left field today, and now he has an opportunity to drive in a run or two.
It's Seifert who ripped one out to left, I believe, earlier in the contest. He'd like to do that again.
That ball's outside.
Looked like a good pitch, but
Yeah.
must have just been off a smidge. 1-0 the count. To big Noah Seifert, who's out in left field. Grounded towards the left side. It's going to be knocked down. Samples will save a run from scoring.
Whew. Obviously unable to make the play on that, but man, great job by Chris Samples on hustling as hard as he can to get to that ball. That definitely would have allowed a run to score. So now it's bases loaded, but still 2 outs for the Indians. And they'll extend it to Tilden Henderson, who's batting DH today.
You got to force it any bag. You just got to go after him because there's no place to put him.
Base hit would score at least 2 in the outfield.
Patterson's first. Grounded to third. Duncan Fields tags the bag for the force. Nice play from Duncan. It's a scoreless frame. Patterson in the inning, he a little bit of a bend, but no break. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 West Frankfort on top.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed. Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Galatish Honda in West Frankfort and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today.
It'll be Joyner, Bennett, and Shoup. This game, Frankfurt's got out to a 3-0 lead. In our other ball game that would lead into that Carbondale Super Sectional played at SIU, it's 4-3 now. St. Anthony up by 1. 2 topless runners at the corners with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. So a really good game. It's gotten really interesting between T-Town and St. Anthony.
The Wooden Shoes and the Bulldogs.
I don't care who wins that game. As long as the Redbirds win, that'd be awesome. Don't really care who you play at this time of the year.
Right. 1-1 count on Cam Joyner. Swung on, looped out to left, but that'll be foul.
Ooh, not by much. Just
No.
a couple feet. Man, that would have been nice because that would have been extra bases, you would think.
Yeah.
Seifert would have had to really get to that quick. We've seen Joyner do that from time to time. Not even a full swing. He just loops that
Yeah.
ball's out over the plate, and he just slaps it to left.
1-2 count is called. Strike 3. Joyner goes down on strikes on the ball on the inside corner.
Back to the top.
Yep.
The on-base machine that is Jace Bennett steps in.
See if he can keep that machine running here in the 4th inning.
Swing and a miss. Infield at third. That's Zimmerman. He's well in on the grass. Seeing if Bennett wants to lay another bunt down.
He had an awesome bunt as that's fouled away. Great bunt over in the 3rd inning. That
last inning that got the ball rolling in Frankfurt's 3-run output.
0-2 count on Jace Bennett. Here's the delivery. That's outside. One-two count. That ball well outside on Jace Bennett. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, grounded out to second, and that should be an easy out, and it is.
Melvin puts away Bennett. 2 down. Now Kanan Shoup. Shoup had a big base hit that drove in a run. Advanced on the E8 in center field. Looks to get something going with 2 outs. Nobody on base. Frankfort enjoying a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th.
That one gets Shoup.
First pitch, he's hit.
Not the first time Shoup has been hit this season. He's been hit a lot in the regular and a few times in the postseason. Here's Chris Samples.
At least make Kraft work a little bit.
One's outside, and if there is a spot to hit someone, the best spot's probably right in the back. 1-0 count. Swung on, fouled off, 1-1.
Smidge outside. We've seen a couple misses out there. That's not by a lot. That's a tough pitch to take.
Yeah.
But the 1-1 count goes the way of Chris Sample. He's now ahead. This one's outside. 3-1.
Another good take. Shoup at first. Only man on for the Redbirds so far here in the 4th. 2 outs. Here's a 3-1 delivery. That is a called strike. The count will run full on Chris Samples.
Yeah, and Shoup will be off with the pitch here. Full count, the runner will take off. Grounded towards the left side, and that's going to be over the glove of the third baseman Zimmerman. Base hit for Samples, and 2 aboard for the Redbirds with Chase Patterson up to bat.
Good chance for Patterson here with 2 men on. Still 2 outs, so Indians close to getting out of this inning, but they still have to deal with Patterson.
The Redbirds walked out of a jam in the top half. Quoin looks to do the same here.
Shoup gets a lead from second. That one is grounded out to the second baseman. Should be an easy out, and it is. Quoin takes care of West Frankfort in the 4th inning. We're heading to the top of the 5th. It's 3-0 Redbirds here on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
People's National Bank has been serving the communities of Southern Illinois for over a century. We believe that great customer service, along with a wide variety of products, will meet all of your banking needs. We offer commercial lending, treasury management, personal loans, free checking, and more. Come in and check us out today. People's National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
We enter inning number 5, and it's a 3-0 Redbird lead. Patterson back to work. He'll have Anders, Brown, and Melvin.
There's been base runners on pretty much every half inning for both teams. This has been a good game so far, but the Redbirds hold a 3-0 lead over the Indians as that'll be ball 1, and Anders takes it high in the zone.
It'd actually be Furlow who will bat for Brown when his time comes up.
1-1 count now on Jaden Anders. One delivery from Patterson. That gets Jaden Anders, so that'll be a free base. Not the best way to start out the inning by hitting a batter, but Patterson's going to have to reset.
Here's Eli Furlow. He'll bat for Jonathan Brown.
Brown put into the game after Jaden Davis in center field had an injury on the base pads. That one a little inside, and that looked like for a second, if it wasn't floating outwards a little bit, might have gotten him too, but that'll be ball number 1. There's the 1-0 delivery from Patterson. Swung on and miss. 1-1.
Furlow looking to keep this the no outs alive in the frame. The leadoff man was hit by a pitch. Outside 2-1. Melvin would be next.
So a good spot to get out of the inning as the Quoin Indians are in the bottom of the order. That ball is hit out into center field, but Cam Joyner's under it. He reaches for it, and that'll be out number 1. That could have gotten over his head by a few more inches, but he's able to
Cam's got it.
Snag it.
He's got it.
He's got
it
it.
ain't got to look pretty, but he was drifting back slow enough that I felt confident in him putting that one away.
Diedrich Melvin to the plate now for the Quoin Indians. He's hitting in the 9 hole. Sycraft on deck with one runner at first base.
Swing and fouled back. Melvin got just a piece. The winner gets T-Town. It's been announced here at Don Stanhouse Field over the loudspeakers. They get a walk-off victory, 5-4 over Effingham St. Anthony. So they await the winner of this one on Monday at SIU.
0-1 count. There's a delivery. That's a little high.
Yep, just a little up. So good finish from T-Town, who trailed 4-1 entering the bottom of the 7th. Scored 4 runs.
That's postseason baseball for you. Patterson checks his runner at first. He's back in safely. But the good games continuing in 2A.
Fly ball out to left. Allen drifting back, and he won't get it. He misplayed it, and it's going to be second and third for DuQuoin. It was a high fly ball, but it was misplayed out in left field.
Yeah, not sure what went wrong there, but yeah, Allen was a little bit far to the right on that and just misread it. Looked like it was based off Allen's movement, about to go over the wall, but that was near the warning track. So Sycraft to the plate now, and big opportunity for him to make this ball game a one-run lead for the Redbirds, as they'll have a meeting on the mound now.
And Coach House will come out.
Still just one out for the Indians, and base hit here could do some damage.
Yeah, you hate and see how quick it can unravel, but just a hit by pitch and a misplay in left.
Yeah.
Two guys are on with one out. Could easily be out of the frame if you throw some strikes to that first guy and then take care of that one. But got some adversity to deal with here in the top of the fifth. Coach House is still out there talking, trying to get Patty back in there, as he'll get side Kraft, Quoin's leadoff man.
Yeah, not a good spot in the lineup to be either with two base runners on. But Kraft has not had the best of days at the plate. We'll see if he can turn that around.
Yeah, that might make for a bad recipe for Frankfort. He's struck out looking twice. I don't expect him to do that for a third time, so he is going to be ready to swing. Patty's going to step off. So two out there for Quoin, a chance to cut it to one. Kraft at the dish. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
A little late on that one from Kraft. 0-1 count. Patterson gets set. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Up high, 1-1.
1-1 now to Kraft.
DeMarie on deck for the Indians. Here comes the 1-1 delivery from Patterson.
Slap down the right field line, out of play.
So Patterson in a pitcher's count here, and can he get another strikeout on Kraft? Kraft's going to have to protect here. 1-2 delivery, way up high. 2-2 count.
Big pitch here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on. Patterson to Kraft. Swing and slapped out of play on the right side again. We'll try again for Kraft. Count stays 2-2.
Last thing Kraft wants to do here is go down swinging again. Anything.
Well, he just definitely can't go down looking. He's already went down looking twice.
No.
Swing, chopped to short. Fielded by Shoup. They'll concede the run for the out. It's 3-1 on the RBI ground out from Kraft.
So the Quoin Indians get their first run, and it'll be 2 outs now and a runner on third for Jaden DeMarie. Not too bad of a trade, I'd say. I mean, 3-1 game, still close.
As long as you can keep it now, just the one.
Yeah.
You really don't want that second one coming in, but you'll concede the run there. Definitely don't want to make a mistake. Good play by Shoup to just take the easy one at first. Fly ball out to center field. Cam Joyner drifting back. He's camped. Glove up above his head and puts it away. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Frankfort gives up a run, but they continue to lead it 3-1 on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Duncan, Scales, and Odom. 5, 6, and 7 for the Redbirds in the home half of the fifth. They have a 3-1 lead over Quoin. Duncan takes a breaking ball that curls over the plate for strike one.
Good pitch by Cy Kraft there.
Oh, yeah. Good pitch to get ahead. He's locking in his outing. This one's going to miss outside.
One count. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on out to center field, and that is going to be caught. That is caught by...
Not sure who they shifted over there,
Yeah, I'm
but
not
when
sure
Brown came out,
who
you
either.
can't re-enter for a sub.
Right.
But nice play drifting to his right on a line Duncan has put out for out number one in the bottom of the fifth.
I believe that is Carter Miller out in center. So one out for Will Scales. Here's the delivery. Swung on. That one was low. It'll be an 0-1 count on Scales. Very nice crowd here on both sides in Quoin today. Beautiful weather. Good to finally get some dry time after all the rain in the regular season. That's a called strike.
0-2. Kraft to Scales. Coach House is fine as he gets ball hit over towards him. I give him credit because I'd probably given him some if he'd have tried to jump out of the way. Held his ground.
1-2 count now on Will Scales.
Redbird backstop looking to reach base. He'll take down in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Will Scales. Redbirds hold a 2-run lead. That one's inside, nearly got Scales. He jumped out of the way, and the count will run full.
Be ready to go now. Expect Kraft to deliver one in the zone. He's wasted 3. He can't waste another here. Odom is next. Swing and grounded, chopped. Foul down the third base line. Scales is just wanting to keep his coaches active. Coach Smith went after that one.
Yeah. Might have some bruises after Will Scales at bat. Full count. Here's the delivery.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Scales for out number 2. Good at bat, just doesn't pan out. Next is Ethan Odom.
Odom batting 7th today for the Redbirds, playing first base. Redbirds 2 outs here, and they'd love a runner. That one inside.
Scoots back to the backstop. Maybe Ethan can time one and send one out to right field off the fence like he did the other day. That was a big boost for Frankfort to give them their second run.
Yeah.
Oh, a late strike call. Frankfort does not like that one.
You know what's even better than off the fence, Garrett, though?
Send one a little bit further, a little bit over the fence.
Odom does have a home run on the season.
Yes, he does. He pumped one back at home, and that's not an easy place to hit one out.
No. But it's a 1-2 count on him here. Craft getting to work here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Way outside. 2-2.
Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Frankfort with a 3-1 lead. The next from Kraft. Chopper down the third base line will trickle foul. So Odom hangs in, looking to extend it to Parker Allen.
2-2 count. Here's the delivery. Called strike 3, and Odom goes down looking. We're heading to the 6th inning. It's the sectional championship. The Redbirds hold a 3-1 lead. We'll be right back after the break here on Redbirds Live.
Hi, this is West Frankfort Mayor Tim Arview, inviting you to visit and experience our small community nestled in the heart of Southern Illinois. Located just off I-57, West Frankfort offers some of the most unique dining and shopping options in the region, along with a rich history of coal mining and more. Come visit our 2 museums, the Frankfort Community Park, or come downtown for a taste of what we have to offer. The City of West Frankfort, a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Back for the 6th, it's 3-1 Frankfort, leading over Quoin in the sectional championship. The Indians with a big chance here with the heart of their lineup coming up. That's Zimmerman, Bowman, and Seifert, 3, 4, and 5.
Redbirds would love to hold the Indians here with this spot in the lineup. Just 2 innings left for the Indians to do some damage. Redbirds hold just a 2-run lead. And here's the first pitch from Patterson. That one in the gap between the third baseman and the shortstop. That will be a base runner early for the Quoin Indians, and that's exactly what they want in this spot.
First pitch swinging. Zimmerman hits one on the left hole or the left side through the hole. And next is Bowman, the DuQuoin catcher. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch.
A little bit high. 1-0.
Frankfort wanted it, but not going to get it. Next pitch, scoots in.
2 balls, no strikes now on Luke Bowman.
Bowman looks to keep the line moving. Pitch, 3-0.
Patterson has to throw a strike here. You don't want to give a free base runner to the Indians, especially with a close game like this. 3-0 count, and he does. 2 in on now for the DuQuoin Indians, no outs, and it'll be up to Noah Seifert in the heart of the order.
So the first 2 have reached for Seifert.
Big swing could tie the ball game here.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah.
Got to come after this guy here. Base hit and a walk. 2 on, none out. Patterson's first. Strike called.
Thought that was going to be high over his head, but it floats in.
Seifert just bailed out on it.
Yeah. 0-1 count. Zimmerman gets a lead from second. Bowman a lead from first. The 0-1 delivery, swung on and fouled off. So Patterson works his way into an 0-2 count. Any out would be big advantage for the Redbirds in this spot.
Yeah, and it's 0 outs. I mean, it doesn't really matter in terms of how you do it. You just got to get that first out.
Time called.
Oh, and 2. Patterson to Seifert. Tying runs out there on the base paths for DuQuoin in the top of the 6th. Patterson checks and comes home. Didn't miss by much.
Yeah, the Redbirds wanted that call, but they don't get it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, just a touch outside.
Yeah. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Chase Patterson.
Fly ball drifting back to left. This one might be gone, and it is. 3-run home run from Seifert, and DuQuoin has taken the lead 4-3.
What a swing from Noah Seifert. He makes it a 3-1 game, a 4-3 lead for the DuQuoin Indians.
The big blow of this one thus far.
Huge home run for Seifert.
Patterson hangs it.
Yep, hanging
and
curveball.
Seifert gets it out.
That was a beauty of a pitch to hit and took advantage of it. Still no outs for the Indians, but the bases are cleared. Still just 1-run lead. You can't lose your focus here. Big home run, but
Yeah,
that's where a 3-run third inning comes in handy for the Redbirds. Indians get a 1-run lead, but it's not too much. So now it'll be Tilden Henderson batting DH today for the Indians. And here's Patterson's delivery. Swung on. That one's going to get down in the gap in left field. That might be an extra base, and it is. He's running for second. He'll get there standing up. And the DuQuoin Indians on fire so far here in the top of the 5th inning. Still with no outs and a runner on second base.
That's going to be it, I would think.
Yeah.
Coach Smith coming out. That'll do it for Chase Patterson, who goes 5+. Gives up 3 in the 6th, following 1 in the 5th. It's a 4-3 DuQuoin lead. We'll take a break. DuQuoin has taken the lead by 1 on Redbirds Live.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galadich Honda in West Frankfort.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Welcome back to Redbirds Live. Huge home run for the Quoin Indians here in the top of the sixth. Makes it a 4-3 lead, and the Redbirds are going to give the ball to Jace Bennett here in the top of the sixth inning. They got one man on second with no outs still. Still the potential to do some more damage, and the Quoin Indians fans loving it here after that big 3-run blast.
Yeah, you just got to keep it under control, kind of like what DuQuoin did in their one frame. Limited Frankfort to 3, and you'd like to do the same here if you're West Frankfort. So Bennett will face Anders with a runner at second base. First pitch from Bennett. Misses below the zone, 1-0. 4-3 DuQuoin. One in the sixth, one in the fifth, 3 in the sixth to give them the 4-3 lead after Frankfort's 3-run third. Down low, 2-0.
Tilden Henderson out at second base. Had a hit in the gap. 2-0 count now on Anders. Here's Bennett's 2-0 delivery. Swung on, and that's going to be a fair ball.
It's going to be extra bases again, I would think. Henderson's chugging along. RBI double for Henderson sliding in head first. It's 5-3 DuQuoin.
Really good hit there from Anders. Good spot. Just ripped it to the right of the foul line, and that'll be another run. 4 runs now for the DuQuoin Indians in the sixth inning, and still no outs with another base runner at second.
Carter Miller will bat. Come in off the bench. He shows bunt. Gets it right back down to Bennett. Bennett checks the runner at third, instead goes to first, and it's thrown away. 6-3 DuQuoin runner comes home. 5 in the inning. Frankfort still without getting an out.
You can't afford mistakes like that. Stupid mistakes.
Hey, it's on my broadcast. I'm just asking you not to.
So 6-3 now for the DuQuoin Indians.
Yeah, he just short-armed it and left it short of the first baseman. Still work to do. The game's not over.
Yep.
You've got to stop the bleeding as soon as you possibly can now to keep this thing within reach. 6-3 DuQuoin. Frankfort entered the inning with a 3-1 lead. Popped up left side. Fouled off. Here's Melvin batting in the 9th slot before the lineup flips back to the top in Kraft.
Redbirds desperately need a first out here as they don't want to allow this inning to get away from them any more than it has. Quoin holds a 6-3 lead. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and fouled off. 0-2.
DuQuoin now in the driver's seat. They now lead it by 3. A huge 6th inning for them. Up high, ball 1. Bennett's going to check the runner. Now he'll come to the plate. Strike 3, sits down Melvin, and we're back to the top of the lineup in Kraft.
Frankfurt's got to get a little bit of their momentum back, as still a runner at first with one out, and now it'll be up to the top of the order. Cy Kraft to the plate now for the Indians. He'll call time. Delivery.
Fouled back. Oh, and 1 the count.
Delivery from Bennett is up high. 1-1 count now on Kraft. Bennett checks his runner, gets set, and here's the 1-1 delivery.
Down and in.
Yep.
2-1 the count. To Melvin. Or to Kraft, rather, after the strikeout of Melvin. Next pitch. Flared down the right field line. This is going to hook foul on the run. Patterson's there to make the play.
Nice play by Patterson, and that'll make it out number 2. He catches it in foul territory, and here comes Jaden DeMarie for the Indians, still with a runner at first.
A good beat on that one from Patty.
Yeah.
He got over there quick.
Patterson, when he's not pitching, playing over in right field. Bennett, who was playing right, now pitching, as that's a nice bunt.
Perfect bunt from DeMarie. Bennett, wise decision not to even throw it.
Yeah.
Infield hit on the bunt from DeMarie, and it'll bring in Zimmerman with chance to do damage.
Still 2 outs for the Quoin Indians here. Runners on second and first. Time called. Redbirds would love to get out of this inning as soon as possible. They've already allowed 5 runs.
Yeah, then you got to get the bats going.
Yeah.
Been quiet since that one frame.
Game definitely nowhere near over yet. Here's the delivery. That's up high. Bennett checks the runner. Here's a 1-0 delivery. That's down in the dirt. That gets past Scales, and that'll be a free 90 feet for both base runners. Now second and third for the Indians. 2-0 count. Two 0 count. Here's the delivery.
Missed blow, 3-0. Bowman would be next.
Like I said, you got to get this inning finished as soon as possible, the top half of it. 3-0 pitch. And that gets past Scales, and they're going to that'll allow another run to score. 7-3 now on 2 pass balls. And the Quoin Indians have a 4-run lead.
Yeah, Frankfort was slow getting that ball back. Catcher to pitcher, and they allow an easy 90 feet from Zimmerman. 7-3, and DuQuoin's looking to put a final stamp on this one, as they've had a major 6-run Top of the sixth to take the lead and add on. 7-3 the lead.
We saw somewhat similar outcome for DeCoin in their game against Harrisburg.
Yeah, no, they were only up a run and they had a huge sixth inning
Yeah.
that propelled them to a victory. Next from Bennett, just outside 1-1 to count.
Still got to stay focused here. 1-1 count and runners on second and third. Base hit would score two more. Here's the pitch. That gets past Scales again. He's going to be safe at the plate. 7-run inning now for the DeCoin Indians. It's now an 8-3 lead.
Just ballooning right now for Frankfort, in desperation mode to get out of this frame. But a huge 7 spot for DuQuoin, and they've broken this thing open. Frankfort's going to need a lot of offense, but they got to get the third out first. They got to get Bowman here. And it should be a strike. 2-2.
Two-two delivery upcoming from Bennett. Inside, that ball blocked by Scales. And the count runs full. Noah Seifert on deck, and he's the guy that had a big 3-run home run that got all this started. There's the pitch swung on and missed. So the Redbirds get out of the inning finally, and they allow 7 runs. It's an 8-3 lead for the DeCoin Indians heading into the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back after the break on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Bottom of the 6th, and DuQuoin with a huge 7-run top half of the inning to take an 8-3 lead. Redbirds will have Allen, Joyner, and Bennett. 8, 9, and 1. Looking to chip away with just 6 outs remaining. And Kraft back to work for DuQuoin.
5-run lead is a lot, but it's postseason baseball. You never know what can happen, and the Redbirds looking to get back in this game quick because that'll be ball outside. 1-0 count now on Parker Allen.
Next pitch going to miss down and in. 2-0 the count to Allen. Odom warms in Frankfort's pen. They're looking to piece together these final few outs. Two and one the count. Hit hard to right. Moving to his left is Melvin, and he puts away Allen for out number 1. Next is Cam Joyner.
Cam Joyner hitting 9th today.
Joyner takes a call, strike one.
Called strike two on Cam Joyner. Quick 0-2 count. Cy Craft making quick work of the Redbirds so far. Cam Joyner having to protect in this count. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Craft. Well outside, 1-2. One's a dribbler to the shortstop, and that is.
Nice play to get the speedy runner, 2 down.
Yep. So we flip back to the top of the lineup, and Jace Bennett. West Frankfort needs base runners, and they need them quick. There's the fly ball out to center. That might be over his head, and it is. That'll get down out into center. That's going to be extra bases for Jace Bennett.
Bennett's got
He's
three
rounding
easily. 2-out triple for Bennett.
He's been the Redbirds' hottest hitter, and his hit streak continues.
And now it's Kane and Shoup.
So Bennett on third. Kane and Shoup to the plate. Here's the pitch. That's tad outside. 1-0 count. Bennett gets a lead from third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Down in the dirt, gets to the backstop. Here comes Bennett, and he's going to score. Got through the legs of Bowman. Frankfort gets a run here in the sixth. 8-4 the score.
A triple and a pass ball gives the Redbirds a free run in the fifth and cuts it to a 4-run lead now for the Indians. 2-1 count on Shoup. There's a called strike. 2-2.
Shoup has to go after this one. He'll trot down, but he'll be thrown out by the catcher, Bowman. We head to the seventh. 8-4, Quoin leading in the sectional championship on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Back for the top of the seventh, and Ethan Odom has made his way To the mound for West Frankfort. He'll get Seifert, Henderson, and Anders. It's 5, 6, and 7 for Quoin. So Odom looks for a quick, clean inning to get the bats going in the final frame. Odom's pitch bounces in, 1-0 the count. Next on the way, missing low, 2-0. He's missed down 3 times. 3-0 the count. Seifert takes strike 1. 3 balls and a strike.
So there's a walk issued by Ethan Odom. And it will now be Tilden Henderson, the DH for the DuQuoin Indians, to the plate, looking to add some more insurance runs here in the top of the 7th inning.
Ripped it right past Duncan at third base. First 2 have reached. Seifert will hold up at second. First and second, nobody out for DuQuoin in the top of the 7th. Anders will be next.
Indians holding on to a 4-run lead here in the 7th inning. The Redbirds cannot allow any more damage if they want to have any shot of coming back in the bottom half of the inning.
Show bunt, he'll get it down. Got to have someone at first base. Bennett hangs on, player coming home, and he's going to be out. 2 down, double play. Bennett hangs on to the baseball.
What a recovery from Bennett. He was hit by the runner at first. He's going to take a quick break to kind of gather himself. He'll be all right. But, man, what a recovery. Much less to turn his body and get the throw to the plate, realize there's a runner coming home, and get the out at the plate.
So now 2 outs and the runner at second base.
Scales is going to go up and talk to Odom. Take a little bit of time to give everyone a breath.
Carter Miller will bat for the second time. He's in the spot of Jaden Davis, who was hurt, diving back into first base. We hope he's all right. Because if DuQuoin were to advance, they'd love to have their center fielder back. Miller bats with 2 outs and a runner at second. He swings, grounded towards third. It's going to be a foul ball. Just actually Shoop over at third. Duncan moved over to first with Odom went to the mound.
Oh, 1 count. Here is the delivery. That's a called strike.
As a break that time, so live with it. You'll make it count. It looked to be inside. 0-2. To Carter Miller. The next. Didn't miss by much, just missed below the zone. Ball and 2 strikes. Odom looks in. He comes set and delivers. Strike 3 will sit down Miller. So DuQuoin unable to tack on, but they have a 4-run advantage, just needing 3 outs to close out a sectional championship. They have a 4-run lead on Redbirds Live.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
Hi, this is West Frankfort Mayor Tim Arview, inviting you to visit and experience our small community nestled in the heart of Southern Illinois. Located just off I-57, West Frankfort offers some of the most unique dining and shopping options in the region, along with a rich history of coal mining and more. Come visit our 2 museums, the Frankfort Community Park, or come downtown for a taste of what we have to offer. The City of West Frankfort, a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics.
3, 4, and 5 for Frankfort. Chris Samples, Chase Patterson, Eric Duncan. They need 4 runs to keep this thing going. In the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, they
sectional championship.
Yeah, they need some runs, Garrett, and they need them fast. Quoin holding on to a 4-run lead, as it'll be a called strike 1 on Chris Samples. Winner claims themselves a sectional championship title and a trip to the super sectionals at SIU. That's called strike 2 on Samples.
Yeah, 2 really good pitches from Kraft to get ahead in the count. Next on the way. This one's outside. Going to see if Samples will bite. Lays off. 1 and 2. Next one on the way. Fisted by Samples, right to short. DeMarie puts it away for out number 1.
So it'll be Chase Patterson, who started the game at the mound for the Redbirds. Up to the plate now. Here's the delivery. Called strike 1.
He is not fooling around here in the 7th, going right after these guys, as you should in the final frame with a 4-run lead. Next from Kraft. Flared out to shallow right. It'll be put away by Anders.
And the Indians, just like that, 1 out away from a sectional championship. Eric Duncan to the plate, looking for anything to get a runner on base.
1 out away is Quoin. Duncan looks to extend it to Will Scales, the catcher.
Takes that one high, ball 1.
He's a creature of habit because he's got his shin guards on. He wouldn't need those unless Frankfort did a lot of damage here. But he certainly would have to bat for them to do that.
Yeah.
And he rips off the shin guards. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One delivery coming up to Eric Duncan. That is a ball. 2-1.
A good take from Dunk.
2-1 delivery.
Swing and a miss. Down to their final strike. Quoin looking to punch a ticket to SIU's Super Sectional on Monday against Teutopolis. Good game both sides, but Quoin has had the power late. The next pitch, strike 3 called, will sit down Eric Duncan, and that will do it. 8-4, the final. Frankfort season comes to an end in the sectional championship. A heck of a season.
You can say that twice.
Quoin will get to play Monday. But man, oh man, what a fun ride it's been here late for Frankfort. And they had a shot in this one, just could not get it done as they gave up too much offense late. But, man, good season. And
good quality game, too.
Yeah, a good ball game. It's not like Frankfort went out and booted the ball around. Played good. It's just they were outslugged, and that's how baseball goes sometimes. Make sure we're going to take a quick break. You come back and stick around with us in our IBI Management postgame show on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
Big jobs on big properties demand a big side-by-side. A side-by-side like the first ever Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew. This flagship model delivers serious power and performance where you need it most. Even more, it offers best-in-class comfort for 6 occupants with backseat legroom beyond compare. As for build quality, we'll let the Honda name speak for itself. Head to Galatich Honda in West Frankfort and see the all-new Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew today.
Hi, this is West Frankfort Mayor Tim Arview, inviting you to visit and experience our small community nestled in the heart of Southern Illinois. Located just off I-57, West Frankfort offers some of the most unique dining and shopping options in the region, along with a rich history of coal mining and more. Come visit our 2 museums, the Frankfort Community Park, or come downtown for a taste of what we have to offer. The City of West Frankfort, a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics.
People's National Bank has been serving the communities of Southern Illinois for over a century. We believe that great customer service, along with a wide variety of products, will meet all of your banking needs. We offer commercial lending, treasury management, personal loans, free checking, and more. Come in and check us out today. People's National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
We welcome you back here in our post-game coverage brought to you by IBI Management. Final score 8-4. Frankfort's season comes to an end here in the sectional title game. And congratulations to Quoin, who's going to move on to play two topless Monday night in Carbondale. Should be a fun ball game. A couple of teams who had to come back late to win their sectionals. The Wooden Shoes and the Indians. Going to get to our City of West Frankfort final box score, and we'll start with Quoin. Offensively, home run from Seifert, doubles from Melvin Anderson Henderson, and then going down the line, Kraft at 1 RBI, DeMarie 2 hits and an RBI and a walk, Zimmerman with a hit, walk and run, Bowman with a walk and a run, Seifert 2 hits, 3 RBIs, a walk and a run. He had the deciding hit there in the 6th, that big 3-run bomb. Henderson 2 hits and a run, Anders 1 hit, 2 runs and an RBI. Miller scored a run. Melvin with a base hit. Pitching, it was Zimmerman who started 2 1/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks. And then Kraft came on, got the victory, 4 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, walked 1, struck out 6. For West Frankfort, it was Bennett, 3 hits, including a triple. Samples with a hit and a run and a walk. Shoop, 1 run, 1 hit. Patterson with a hit and an RBI. Scales with a walk and an RBI. Joyner with a walk and a run scored. Bennett also with a stolen base. Shoop was hit by a pitch. Pitching is Patterson, who gets the L today. 5 innings. Gave up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Then it was Bennett, who threw 1 inning, 2 hits, 3 runs, all unearned. Walked 1 and struck out 2. And then Ethan Odom threw a scoreless 7th inning, allowing 1 hit, walking 1, and striking out 1. I think we're waiting on Coach Smith to come up and give his thoughts on today and on the season. We're going to try to get a one of the Redbirds seniors up here as well. I believe we've got Eric Duncan coming up in a few moments to come get some thoughts on today and his baseball career. Uh, but all in all, great season. It was a trying season, but man, Frankfort played some great baseball at the right time to get a regional championship and get to the Sweet 16 and had a shot in this one. But Quoin was just too powerful in the sixth when they had the big 3-run bomb from Seaford, and they tacked on a few more runs for an 8-4 final. So congrats to Quoin, and best of luck to them in the Supers over in Carbondale. We're going to take another break. Come back, we'll talk to Eric Duncan and Coach Tyson Smith on Redbirds Live.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
We welcome you back with our continued post-game coverage. 8-4 the final. Quoin knocks off West Frankfort in the sectional championship here in Quoin. Special thanks, Aaron Price, for helping with this postseason run. It's been a ride. You got to cover the one on your own against Massac County.
Yeah.
And then we were on the call together for the games against Vienna in the regional championship for a victory, and then sectional semifinal victory over Pinckneyville, and here today. So,
Oh, yeah. I mean, first experience, I guess, calling some postseason baseball was definitely a fun one for me and a fun one for the Redbirds, too. I mean, they have been on fire late this season, and obviously wrapping it up today with that 8-4 loss to Quoin. They made their first Sweet 16 appearance in school history, won a regional championship, went 5-1 in the postseason, and 9-1 roughly in the late season. So they've been a team on fire here late, and man, they really, all the buttons were clicking at the right time for the West Frankfort Redbirds this season. Let's go ahead, and we're going to be joined by Eric Duncan with the Redbirds baseball team, and I'll let you take it from here, Garrett.
All right, Eric. I'll keep it short for you. I know it's an emotional time for you, but uh, if you can, just touch a little bit on how much fun it's been down the stretch, winning 9 out of 10, winning your first regional in 20 years. Fun into a season that was off to a rocky start.
Yeah, it's been a blast. I wouldn't want to do it with a different group of guys, you know.
Yeah,
They've done very well, and they've been very fun to hang out with, you know.
yeah. Talk about buying into Coach Smith and his guys, because you talk about playing the game a certain way, and then when the wins aren't showing up, you think one thing. But Jace was up here the other day when he closed out that victory and talking about, hey, sticking to what we're told and following Coach Smith.
Yeah, that definitely helps. When you listen, buy in, it made the game come simpler, and things end up happening when you put the ball in play and do your job.
And we'll talk about today. I know you had some opportunities at the plate, didn't come through, but man, really held down the fort at third base. And talk about how you've developed as a player over at third, because you've gotten a lot more comfortable, made a couple of short picks, laid back on the one, and got the force. Uh, talk about your defensive play here today.
Uh, yeah, I learned with through Legion ball, watching the older guys with me. I played up a lot, and then just watching how they do things, it really taught me a lot. And Coach House, he showed me a lot and worked with me a bunch and got my skills toned in for the season. And so my coaches are the main factor in me being where I'm at today.
Yeah, it's uh, a good clean game again today. A couple balls knocked around, but the same could go for the other side. I mean, DuQuoin booted a few baseballs, and it's just been a blast watching you guys down the stretch. And congrats on the regional championship, and congrats on a great season and a great career at here in Redbirds baseball. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
That's Eric Duncan. Appreciate him hopping on here in his final high school ball game as he, alongside Cam Joyner and Ethan Odom, they wrap up their careers in a Redbird uniform. And uh, just a little bit short here today, 8-4 the final. I think Coach Smith is making his way up as he's talking to a few reporters down there on the field at the moment, but I think we'll have him in a moment. While we got the time, I want to thank everyone that's followed us along, not just baseball season, but through the winter and watching us during basketball season and following along a good stretch of girls basketball down at the end and into the spring here with the baseball team. So now we're joined by head coach Tyson Smith. 8-4 the final. DuQuoin advances over West Frankfort. Coming up just short. Had your opportunities, coach, today with a lead, but just get your thoughts on today's ball game.
Yeah, well, I know I'll probably lose some sleep over that one. 3-1 lead, playing clean baseball, going into the sixth. Feel like you're in the driver's seat, and one thing snowballs into the other, and they put up a 7 spot. And now you got 6 outs to try to claw back, which this ball club was capable of doing that. If there was any team that I've coached that was able to make a late run, late push in the game, it was these guys. But when you play good program and guys that make the routine plays, it's really tough to fight back with just 6 outs left.
Yeah, coach, and uh, had the offense going early, left some guys on again, missed some chances. But you're right. You guys had a legitimate shot, but
Yeah.
and this is a team that down the stretch, it's really jumped on teams, and they did it again today. You looked pretty good, but just talk about the season as a whole, the trials and errors, the ups and downs, uh, and what this season has meant. We mentioned it on air. I think it's probably the most impressive run that the school's ever had in the sport of baseball.
I mean, these guys are capable of it. I've mentioned it on air a few times where it's just kind of buying in and being a team player, knowing your job to string some wins together like this. And I want to be super positive about the season, regardless of the record, finishing under 500, blah, blah, blah. Uh, uh, but this is a group of winners, okay? These are tough-nosed, hard-nosed, tough kids that compete day in, day out at practice to get a little better. So the flukiness stuff, that's a bunch of bullcrap if I ever hear that. I haven't been told it personally, but if anybody thinks that this run has been any type of a fluke, they're dead wrong. These guys will be back better than ever. because we're retaining 6, 7 starters. That's going to work their tails off in the offseason to get even better. I truly think that we'll be back here playing for a sectional title again, regardless of location. But these guys are tough and they work hard. That's all we ask of them. Be the tougher guy and be the harder playing team, and you're going to win a lot of ball games.
Yeah, Coach, I couldn't agree more because uh, winning 4 games, dang near 5, nothing fluky about that. So congrats on that. If you can, you had 3 seniors. If you can, just touch on each of them: Ethan Odom, Cam Joyner, Eric Duncan.
Well, to comprise them as a whole, to start off, I'd say they're all 3 bunch of leaders. Each of them go about it differently. One might be a little quieter, one might be a little louder, one might be a guy that an upperclassman, the way he plays, you want to kind of mimic your game after, and that's the 3 we have. So um, losing them will be tough, but they're all going to be successful whatever they do. Just by the way they carry themselves and the type of people they are. Super proud of all of them. Wish we could have been playing on next Monday. I know all 3 want that, but that's the way baseball goes. Life moves on, but baseball can be forever if you want it to be.
All right, Coach. Congrats on a fine season, and we appreciate your time.
Yep. Thanks for the coverage.
It's Coach Tyson Smith, sectional finalist here today, and Frankfort walks out of here with their head held high for sure. I mean, a good showing. You fall to a very worthy opponent in Quoin, a team that's going to represent not only Southern Illinois well on Monday, but in the river to river Mississippi, and a loaded Mississippi division. 3 of the 4 teams in the sectional was from the Mississippi. The 4th was in the river to river as well from the Ohio. But man, it was fun baseball again today, even though you didn't come up on top. That's the beauty of baseball. You can still watch and enjoy a ball game even if your team comes up a little short.
Yeah, fun postseason run for the West Frankfort Redbirds. And the only other thing I'll touch on is kind of what Coach Ty touched on. We talked about it all season. There's a lot of young talent on this team, so I'm excited to see what they can do next year, despite the loss today to Quoin. So, yep, really good season, and enjoyed calling the postseason here with you, Garrett.
Appreciate having you. That's Aaron Price. Thanks to Drew Smith behind the scenes with our production.